Hi, and welcome to this afternoon's trending. This is Wednesday afternoon. Today's show is brought to you in association with Iconic Coffee. Head over to shop.iconic.com and use the code trending for 10% off. So, latest news: Israel US sign AI energy cooperation memorandum. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu and wanted war criminal, doesn't say that here, I added that bit. American officials inked a deal to boost joint research, innovation, and AI powered energy products and projects, strengthening bilateral tech ties. Now, this has been going on for a very long time. This isn't anything new, obviously, but there is more to this story, as we'll get into. Israel and the United States on Tuesday signed a Memorandum of Understanding, an MOU, on energy and artificial intelligence at Blair House in Washington, D.C. The agreement is designed to advance cooperation in applying AI to strengthen the energy grids in Israel and the US and to encourage research, innovation, and the development of joint policies. Now, we've seen that if AI servers go down, they can actually act as a trigger switch for cutting the electric off for the rest of the city or perhaps even country, considering that if enough energy isn't going in, it pumps out too much, and it actually can act as a trigger switch, as in it would in your house. If you had too much energy coming in, it would switch off, obviously, to avoid blowing up and catching fire. These AI centers can act like that, so they can trigger it. So that means all the infrastructure of the AI would go down, but also the electricity would be taken down as well. We've seen models of this actually happening. So when they're talking about these big data centers, you have to understand the amount of energy and power these things have to generate to be able to keep going and process all that information. And that's just here in the physical world and not just sticking it up on the cloud, whatever that means. I mean, that's just data centers here anyway, isn't it? In addition to Netanyahu, participants include US Interior Secretary Doug Brunham. I don't know if that means he does the kitchen and pot plants. US Energy Secretary Chris Wright and the American and Israeli ambassadors Mike Huckabee, he's a lovely man, and Yishel Litia, sounds American, respectively. The MOU also involves the promotion of regional projects, including the India Middle East European Economic Corridor. I mean, they really word waffle these things, don't they? And the Abraham Accords. Now, the Abraham Accords are starting to pop up. Now, we've covered this here briefly on Trending, and I believe on other shows as well. The Abraham Accords are basically the project from the new American century, which is really the Greater Israel project in the Middle East. You've got people like the new Saudi prince on there who likes to take out journalists. You've got all sorts of people on there that really shouldn't be, including Netanyahu, a wanted war criminal, and Trump, who's aiding and abetting a wanted war criminal. The White House National Energy Dominance Council is party to the agreement, along with the Israeli and American energy ministries and departments, the US Interior Department, and the Prime Minister's office. I mean, that's how these things get lost in the shuffle. There's so many departments, none of them have a clue what they're doing. They're all compartmentalized. Mr. Secretary, Mr. Secretary Ambassadors, the future belongs to those who innovate. America and Israel are the prime innovation nations on the planet. Well, China might want to have something to say about that, said Netanyahu at the signing. The only thing you're innovating, mate, is murdering tens of thousands of women, men, and children. AI is the thrust of innovation now and will create unbelievable things in the future. It's including your godhead through Anthony Lewandowski. It's both challenging because there could be bad things in it. God forbid anything bad be associated with Netanyahu, but there could be unimaginable good things. I think we can lead this. This day will be remembered. Not every signing ceremony is as significant as this. This is very significant, the Premier continued. I want to thank you and President Donald Trump for the incredible cooperation and friendship that has been unmatched and will yield great things for America and Israel. Well, they're the one and the same now, aren't they? It will make both of us greater again. Netanyahu concluded. Bergen praised the incredible collaboration between the two countries, demonstrated that the recent joint actions against Iran's nuclear and missile programs, basically starting a war, then your mate coming in and help you bully them and beat them up, and then you really find out that you got your ass handed to you. He noted that this type of agreement was the first that he and the Interior Minister has signed with any country. It says, honoured to be partner with you and the tremendous people of Israel. The people of Israel don't want you to go to war and slaughter Palestinians and take over the entire West Bank and continue your Greater Israel project. They're demonstrating on the streets for you to clear off. I'm honoured to partner with you and the tremendous people of Israel, as you say, innovators, technology innovators, cutting edge business folk, and a strong, proud country, and been a great American ally for a long time, said Wright. Americans have been funding you and the UK as well. And I think our partnership has never been tighter, never been stronger than it is today. It's because the rest of the world have had enough. So you're going to have to stick together. But what they won't tell you at the very same time, and we've covered this before, that the US have been continuously working with China on AI projects. Despite the talk of deepening rivalry between the US and China in artificial intelligence, our chart paints a different picture. This is from the National. Far from locked in a tech war, the two nations are closely linked in AI research, with collaborations driving much of the innovation that underpins the major leaps in AI development today. So now you've got the US in bed with China working on AI research and developments, and now they're in bed with Israel. There is no AI race. The whole point is these are globalists working to a global agenda. They're all helping each other. It's just a facade. I think we understand that by now. The data from the Emerging Technology Observatory at Georgetown University reveals how intertwined these two tech powerhouses are. In the past decade, researchers in China and the US have co-written more than 46,000 papers on AI. 46,000 papers between high-level universities, including ones funded, sponsored by the CCP, going back and forth from the US to America, to China, back again. These students, because there's clearly a gateway here between China and the US. 46,000 AI papers. The UK and Australia rank a distant second and third, respectively, on China's list of research partners because they are working with each other. These are what most people would call spies going across from one university to the other and sharing technology. There is no AI race. And now, officially, although they've been together from the start, Israel and America are working on AI technology together to do with infrastructure and power, whilst at the very same time they're sharing this information across the universities with China. You have to understand that this is a global agenda and countries and borders are just for us to be played off against each other. And this is a clear representation that they're getting to the point where they're going to drop all of these things anyway. So keep an eye on that one. Today's show has been brought to you in association with Iconic Coffee. Head over to shop.iconic.com, use the code trending for 10% off, and we'll be back with you in the morning with myself and Gareth. Take care. Goodbye.